Hold on.
Testing. Okay, all right, Shalom Israel, Shalom Yabashim Yashai Barakathum to the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shemal Bashim Yashai to the sisters. We at the Isupk Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, shout out to 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana, and we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group.
Right.
We teach that all so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. We are the true biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of, and Esau, or as you know him as the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
So today, as you already know, Sabbath service. We're going to be reading out of the book of Numbers chapter 29, verse 3 to chapter 30, verse 11, 49 verses in the Hebrew. We break it down 7 verses, and then we read in the English. Priest and Officer Abadi I will be reading in the Hebrew. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, please, by all means, feel free to put it in the chat, and we'll get to you in an orderly manner. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. All right, with that being said, you got anything about before we continue? That being said, we're going to start with the prayers. So, Amijim, which means to rise, stand, just me and the brother here. Sorry, face me. Sorry.
Laya Sha'ala, which means to Israel.
Sorry, face me. Sorry. Sorry, face me.
All right, Almighty Wapan Yahakodum, which means rise, stand, and face east. We're going to go over the prayers in the Hebrew and the English. Beginning with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Zaka, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashemayim, Talanawa, Come, Call, Yawam, Salaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Salaknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'ah, the Messiah, Tabiyanawa, Banasaya 1, Abba, Shainawa, Mayan, Rai, Ayah, Laka, Hamalakwa, Ma'ala, Atapara, Awalamium,
Aman. This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen.
This is the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The Dalanawa. Aka. Raba'ah. Call Magalah. Call Madawa. Aka. That's a hard. Hamat is a right. Aka. Lakwaya. Hamat. Aka. Arakawa. Tama'ala. The Garshan. Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water. Now in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please.
Please.
Give us the power.
Give us the power.
Power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the
Power to
lepers.
cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name.
In the name
of Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Barak Lanawa,
Barak Lanawa,
Wayashra'ala,
Wayashra'ala,
Wahabaya,
Wahabaya,
Saparium,
Saparium,
Barak,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
the water,
Aman. What we just said was Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yahushai.
in the name of Yahushah.
Bless us, and Israel, and the school,
in
the name of Yahushai.
in the name of Yahushah.
Thank you.
So be it. This is Psalms 121. Through Asha'ah, Yanya,
Yanya,
Haryam,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Shah, Shamayam, Wa'aratza, Ayatan, Namawat, Rogalka, Ayanawam, Samarka, Nala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasra'ala, Yahweh, Samarka, Yahweh, Zalka, Yah, Minka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayaraf, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makal, Ra, Yashamar, Athnapasha, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'ah, Wabu'ak, Ma'itha, Wa'ai,
I will love. Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall not slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
This is Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dami Alakah,
Al-Dami
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Hayalana, Al-Wabika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Yariyamwa, Sawadah, Wayata, Yaitazawa, Altazapawinika, Marwa, Kawa, Walakakidam, Goya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Shamyasha'ala, Awadah, Kaya, Nawa'itazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Yaka, Barya, Rakawahwa, Aoya, Wadawam, Yashamai, Alayam, Awa'aba, Hagariam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palasha, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwai, Labunya, Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadi, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabi, Wanakal, Payashwan, Nesatmawa, Bayan, Dara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamu, Nada, Yamawa, Kaira, Kazabak, Zalmanai, Paul Nasiyakamwa, Ashar, Marwa, Naya Rashad, Anwa, Nawa, Alahaya, Shaytamu, Kagala, Kwash, Lapanya, Waka'a, Ka'ash, Sabairu, Yairu, Wakalaba, Talahat, Hawaryam, Kun, Darda, Basairu, Wabasa, Wapaka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Punyahum, Palawan, Wayabakwash, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabash, Wayabahol, Adi, Wayakapar, Wayabad, Wayadaiwa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Aliwan, Alcohol, Ha'arafisa. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off from being a nation. In the name of Israel, may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab, and Hagarenes,
and Hagarenes,
Baal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
A sword also was run with them.
So also was done with them.
They have hope in the children of
Lot,
Lot.
hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
as
to the Midianites,
as to the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at the
Kishon,
brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nose like Oreb,
and like Zaid.
Yea,
All their princes, as Zabah, and as Dalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like wood, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high for all the earth.
These are the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Yahweh Shai,
Wameyaka Allah, Wa'alahayim,
Matzab Ya'ah,
Zabiyah,
Alawap Yahana,
Alawap Yahana,
Alawapim,
Ha'alawapim,
Hasabanyam,
Hasabanyam,
Hakwatzayonim,
Hakwatazayanyam,
Hakayoyo,
Hakayayoyim,
Wa'akwathyam,
Wa'akwathyam,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh,
the water, Aman. Now in the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commanding General Yahweh, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Sorry, face me. You may be seated. All right, for those who might now just be tuning into Sabbath service, we're going over the book of Numbers, chapter 28, verse 3, first 7 verses in the Hebrew, a total of 49. Read it in the Hebrew. Priest and Officer Abad Allah will be doing that, and then we give the breakdown in the English. And as usual, participation is always encouraged. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to put it in the chat. And as usual, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 3 in the Hebrew.
Go ahead.
Wamanakatham, Salah, Bala Walaha, Bashaman, Shalasha, Aisharunyam, Lapahar, Sanya, Aisharunyam, La'ayal, verse 4. Wa'aisharunawa, Akkad, Lakabash, Ha'akkad, Lashaba'aith, Hakabashayam, verse 5. Washa Ayar, Izawam, it's like Isayam, Akkad, it's like a Kata'ath, Lakapar, Aliyakam, verse 6. Malabad, Ailath, Hakadash, Wamanakath, it's like Wa'ilath, Hathamayad, Wamanakath, it's like Wanasaka Yahum, Kamashapa, it's like a Kamashapatam, Larayak, Nayaka, Ayash, it's like Asha, La Yahweh, verse 7. Waba Aisha War, Lakadash, Hashabaya Aya, Hazaha, Makora'ak, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakama, Wa'ainia, it's like Wa'ana Yatham, Af, Napashatha Yakam, Call, Malaka, La'a, Malak, it's like La'a, it's like Daishwa, verse 8. Wahakwa Bathum, Alahad, La Yahweh, Rayach, Nayaka, it's like a Nayaka, Para, Bun Bakwar, Akkad, Ayal, Akkad, Kabashayam, Banya, Shanya, Shaba'aim, it's like Shaba'ai, Shaba'ai, Tama Yama, Yahayawa, Lakama, verse 9, Wamanakatham, Shalat, Balawala, Bashaman, Shalasha, Aisharanyam, La Pahar, Shanya, Aisharanyam, La Ayah, Ha'akad, verse 10, last verse, Aisharun, it's like Aisha Rawan, Lakabash, Akkad, La Shaba Aith, Haba, it's like Hakabasha Yama.
Most High in Christ. All right, so we're going to go over the book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 3 to 9 in the English.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 3 in the English. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deal for a bullock, and 2/10 deals for a ram, and 1/10 deal for one lamb throughout the 7 lambs. Verse 5. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to make an atonement for you. Verse 6. Besides the burnt offering of the month of his meat offering, and the daily burnt offering and his meat offering, and their drink offerings according unto their manner for a sweet savor, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall have on the 10th day of this 7th month an holy convocation. And ye shall afflict your souls. You shall not do any work therein.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. But ye shall offer a burnt offering to the Lord, unto the Lord, for a sweet savor, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year. They shall be unto you without blemish. Verse 9. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deal to a bullock, and 2/10 deals to 1 ram. A several 10th deal for 1 lamb.
All right, you can stop right there.
Okay.
Just to verse 9. And then you'll do 10 to 16 after. Real quick before we continue. So those are the first 7 verses. Just, real quick, just to, get everybody up to speed yet again. Anybody who's been in school long enough, we've went over the book of Leviticus, High Holy Days. And, we're going to keep reiterating the same thing because, again, our people need to understand this. Holy convocations, holy means what? Holy means sacred and or separate, right? These holy convocations are meant for us. Also, if you read, everything in the Bible is written a certain way for a certain reason, all right? It's in detail. Why? Because it's for us to understand, hey, things are done a certain way for a certain reason. Because when things are not done a certain way, bad things start to happen. Now, right here, as I've stated before, get water. So stated before, we're reading a lot about, the meal offerings that we would give on to the Most High, right? All right, we don't typically do this anymore because, again, just a quick recap, when you continue to read throughout the Bible and just history in general, we used to do this to, atone for our sins, right? And back then it, was enough. But over time, sadly, we became very, I don't know if ungrateful is the proper term to go over, but we took it for granted. I'll say that we took it for granted. And many, 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 many times after that, we still continue to sin, still continue to do wrong. So the meal offerings weren't good enough anymore, but that was the significance of it back then. Also, right, we have to acknowledge, again, the Most High is very merciful. I know I bumped into quite a few people that, will try to challenge what we believe in. And they say, oh, why would you want to serve a God that punishes you? Well, here's the thing. The Lord punishes us because he loves us, right? I went over this a few times. You're a parent. You have a child. Are you going to let your child do anything underneath the sun? Am I going to sit here and allow for my son to grow up to be a criminal? Am I going to sit here and allow for my son to grow up to gangbang? Am I going to sit here and allow for my son to be violent and be a murderer and do all these horrible things? The truth is no, because guess what? I love my son. But children need to be corrected. Children need to be taught. Children need to be given opportunities to grow and learn from their mistakes. And that's what the Most High has continued to do for us time and time and time again, right? Even now, the only reason we're still alive is because the Most High allows it. If it wasn't for him, we would have been dead a long time ago. After all the atrocities that have befell upon us, we shouldn't even be here right now, but we're still here under the mercy of the Most High, right? Yes, we are in captivity, but this is our time to understand, hey, you know what? We need to get back to the law, statutes, and commandments, because if we don't, things are only going to get worse. I don't know, if y'all continue to keep up with the news. I keep up with the news a lot. It's crazy. Everything that we have already prophesied, it's like not what we've prophesied. If you get that out. Water. Not that we've prophesied, but the Most High has already prophesied. We're just, we're the messenger. That's the job of a priest. We're a messenger, right? We're telling you what's going to happen. This nation is falling. It's falling, and it's only getting worse.
Right.
I'm going to say it real quick. I know it's been the big, buzz on the internet for a while. Everybody arguing about the whole Klay Thompson, Meg Thee Stallion thing. I'm going to tell you right now, if you care about that, you are falling under the program.
Megan Thee Stallion don't know you.
Exactly.
Neither does Klay Thompson. They don't give a damn about
they don't care about you. I seen one. It was a Twitter post where they were saying something about like, okay, we're all gonna cheat on our men tonight in honor of Meg Thee Stallion. First of all, you are a bird. You are a bird. Salaki, I'm gonna say something else, but I want to, but I'm not gonna do that out of respect. But my point is, you're feeding into the propaganda. That's nothing but a distraction, y'all.
Right.
Y'all are grown. Come on, we grown men and women at this point, man. We should not be arguing whether did Klay cheat? Did he not cheat? Did Meg Thee Stallion cheat? Did she do this? If you are a grown woman above the age of 20, yes, water. Screw that. If you above 18, I'm gonna give you that. If you above 18 and you still following Meg Thee Stallion and you following what she says is the Bible, Lord be with you, because you need it. Right. My point of even bringing that up is because while you are so consumed on social media about what's going on with Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson, they're taking your rights.
Right.
I don't know if y'all know that, but they're trying to pretty much get rid of the Civil Rights Act. They're trying to make it to where the black vote does not carry as much weight as it did before. They're trying to get rid of the minority vote and make pretty much every state Republican. Now, of course, we already know Republican, Democrat, same bird. I'm not concerned. I'm not going to argue about semantics. But my point is, while you're distracted by that, they're getting rid of your rights. Right? Rights that our ancestors have fought for. I still got grandparents that were alive before the Civil Rights Act, that took part in the Civil Rights Act. And all the hard work that our ancestors have put on for us is getting wiped off by some racist pedophile with 34 felonies. That's what's happening. White man, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
So you should be worried more so about what's going on in the real world than what's going on in the virtual world. Nobody give a damn about Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion. You don't know. These, like you said, they don't know you. They don't know you. You're nobody to them. They got other stuff to worry about. They are not concerned about what you got going on. Focus on the real things that matter. Salaki, you got anything else before we continue?
If I could, something that was brought up in the verse, when you presented a lamb to offer to the Lord, you want it to be without blemish. Mm-hmm. You want to look at yourself as one of the lambs that Christ has to present to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a point in time where Christ is going to come before the Lord and be like, Father, this brother right here, you know what I'm saying, this brother served me through thick and thin. His wife blessed him, his kids, his friends, his family, everybody. But this brother stayed true. This brother stayed 10 toes down. This brother stayed one west. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be without blemish. When Christ goes to present you before the Lord to vouch for you to get into the kingdom of heaven, you want to be without blemish, just like these lambs. You know what I'm saying? Just like Christ was without blemish when he was, you know what I'm saying, put up on that cross.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Bible calls him the last sacrifice, the last lamb. Just like Christ was, that's how you want to be. Christians have this weird, thought that Christ is God for whatever reason. I think it's because they don't read their Bible at all. They seem to think Christ is God, but the same thing that Christ achieved is what everyone in this school, in Isupk, is trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take off the mortal and put on the immortal. You know what I'm saying? Trying to become something glorified, trying to become something better than just what the world has portrayed us to be.
Right.
That's exactly what Christ did by being perfect, by being without blemish. Now, Christians say you can't be perfect. That's just because they love sin. They love that pork bacon. They love sleeping with anything and whatever will lay with them. You know what I'm saying? They love giving into their vile affections. But you can absolutely be perfect. You can absolutely be without blemish. Not allow the Christian church to tell you can't be perfect when Christ was perfect. Guess what? Christ was a nigga from the ghetto, just like you. Christ was a essay from the barrio, just like you. Mm-hmm. A savage from the reservation, just like you. You can be perfect because he told you to. Mm-hmm. He says, be ye therefore perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. If Christ told us to be perfect, why does the Christian church say we can't be perfect? It's because they don't read their Bible and they don't know what the hell they talking about. That's all I get.
No, you Tawab, just real quick before we continue, you brought up an excellent point. Why does the Christian church tell you that you can't be perfect? I brought this up a few times. Anybody know what Babylon means in Hebrew? Anybody know what Babylon means? What you got? Damn right. All right, clap it for real quick. Confusion. Absolutely. This is Babylon. When we say the United States of America is Babylon, this is what we're talking about. It's confusion because nothing makes sense. I'll level with you, right? Last week at camp, we had a brother, a Hispanic brother that came up, right? And, he said he heard about Israelites. He wanted to talk to us. He was a very polite brother, but he said something that really caught me and another brother off guard. He said he was Mormon. Now, I don't know if y'all know about Mormons. We talk a lot about Christians. Let me get on these Mormons real quick. Mormons are freaking weird. They're weird as hell, okay? They believe, again, everything is rooted in racism. They believe that if you are black or have dark skin, that is because that is a curse that was given unto you by God, all right? And everybody that is white, pretty much when they were reincarnated, they were the people that didn't sin. All the people that sinned back in the day, they were born black. And then we're going to be subjugated to this curse for the rest of our lives. And some Mormons even believe that I guess they're going to get their own planet where everybody else is going to live, but black people are not allowed on there. Mormons. No, you swab. Just real quick. Yeah. Mind you, this is a Hispanic brother who's in here. And he actually said it before we said it. He said, yeah, I'm aware. They believe that if you have dark skin or darker skin, then yeah, you're cursed. So brother asked him, like, well, why are you a Mormon? Say something right. Look, very polite brother, but he couldn't answer the question straight up. And we could see it on him, the confliction that was going on within him, because you really got to ask yourself those hard questions, right? You got to dig deep. You got to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Right. It's like anything else, right? When you get high, the world will tell you, oh yeah, man, you get high with your friends, everything cool. Ask yourself deep down in you, why am I getting high? Right. Is it because I'm depressed? Is it because I don't love myself? Is it because I just want to fit in? Why? Why do I drink so much? It's not a sin to drink, but when you're an alcoholic, that's going to cause you to sin. The Bible says don't do that, right? Scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing, be ye sober, for the roaring lion is trying to get you. Salakia. Well, my point is, why do you drink so much? Why are you so angry, sis? Right. Why do you lack values? Why are there, like, for these red pill content creators? He's not a brother. I'm just using him as an example. That dude, Myron Gaines, freaking idiot. He's Sudanese. He's not one of us. Put that out there, bro. I can't stand that homosexual. That's exactly what he is. He is a homosexual.
He talks so bad about women. I'm starting to think he don't like it.
No, like for real. Like and it's funny. He talks about marriage and a value woman. Mind you, the dude always has OnlyFans models and sugar babies on his podcast.
Is he even married?
No, and he has no kids.
It's like taking advice from a nigga that keep getting beat up, like fighting.
He trying to tell you how to fight, but you beat up all the time. No, for real.
Nigga, you 0-6. You gonna tell me, bro?
No, for real. But again, confusion, right? Why are you listening to him? All these influencers, right? All this stuff that you see around you is put in your face for a reason, but you got to ask yourself, why? The reason why the Christian church tells you that you can't be perfect is because they want you to sin. Right. Why do they want you to sin? Because they're sinners. Right. That's why. That's why they justify everything. Why we got gay pastors? Bible says homosexuality is forbidden, but yet you got a gay pastor. That makes no sense. You a brother, and that's not the only brother I've ever met that's in a Mormon church, by the way. It was actually a Jamaican brother I met one time. I don't know how the hell he got up in there. Right. Yeah, I don't know how he got up in there. His wife was Jamaican too, so I don't know how y'all got up in there. That's crazy, but they were in a Mormon church.
And I think you're on your own planet now.
How are you in there? Why are you in there? Self-hatred.
Right.
You hate yourself. I don't know about you, but I'm not joining nothing that tells me I am cursed because of the color of my skin, and then you're going to fly off to some planet and you're going to have your own planet, but all the black people are going to get excluded. Why would I align myself with you?
Right.
It's like a black MAGA supporter. Why are you aligning yourself with the people that hate you?
Right.
Because you hate yourself.
Right.
That's what it all comes down to. So, Salaki, I just want to get that out the way real quick. But again, this is why we got to get into these scriptures and really dissect what we're reading.
Right.
Because you could read something and you I don't know, you in La La Land thinking something else. The most basic one that everybody hears of, oh, God hates the sin, but not the sinner. Well, in the Bible, it literally said God hates sinners. So where did you get that from? Why are you being taught that?
Right.
Because they want you to be a sinner. As long as so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are sinners, we will always be afflicted by oppression,
Right.
because we don't have the protection from the Lord. Esau gonna do whatever the hell he want. If you don't believe me, look at our track record. Every time we have disobeyed the Most High, we were in oppression. I hate to say it, but we've been in oppression longer than we've been free. Y'all know that, right? I'm not even talking about just now. I ain't even talking about the transatlantic slave trade. I'm talking about thousands of years before that. I'm talking about Egypt. I'm talking about when we were under the Persians and the Medes. I'm talking about all that. We were always oppressed. What God keep doing? Kept giving us a chance. Kept giving us a chance. Kept giving us a chance. We just like, we do good for a little bit and then we fall off. We build up again, fall off again. We just read not that long ago, we had brothers who were trying to go up against Moses and Aaron. Mind you, these are the brothers that are governing the nation of Israel at the time. And y'all mad because you don't want to be told what to do. You know what you sound like? You sound like a YN. That's what you sound like. You just unruly and you don't want to, you can't tell me what to do. And then they died. And that's what happens today. Brothers who don't want to view their own people as an authoritative figure, they often end up becoming unruly, and it's all by design, of course, systematic racism. We know this stuff, right? You grow up without a father or lack thereof. Your mother is trying to be a single parent, and now she's trying to juggle working, taking care of you. She's stressed the hell out. Now she's an alcoholic. She's on drugs. Salakia, she might be selling it. I'm sorry, but that's a real thing. Right. That's a real thing that happens, and that's been going on a lot longer than people want to admit, right? Because she's just so desperate for money. She's like, I'm just going to sell my body now. She done sacrificed her soul so that you can have a fighting chance, and then you end up in the streets.
Right.
To kill a nigga that look like you. No, you won't raise a hand to a white man, but you'll kill another nigga that look like you, though. It's crazy work. We need to be conscious of these things. Right. Salakia. That's all I got.
If I could,
go ahead.
On Mormonism, which is crazy because and this is what confuses me so much about them, that they're like a large running church. The dude that founded Mormonism, Joseph Smith, the nigga was a known storyteller. Before he came up with the whole doctrine of Mormonism, he wrote stories. And then he gonna come out with this so-called doctrine. Oh, the Lord has all his sons and all these people. He populated the entire planet by infinite celestial sex, and that's how everyone is here. Everyone is a god, and all you have to do is be Mormon so you can get your own planet and fly away. Like, nigga, that sounds like a children's book. And y'all gonna take this as doctrine. This is how you're gonna live your life.
And they believe it.
And they believe in, they reverence Joseph Smith like he's Christ. Nigga was a known storyteller, and y'all falling for the story. Literally. Like, do your research, do your history. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a known, like I said, like you trying to learn how to fight from a
no, for real.
Like a nigga that get knocked out in the second round.
He trying to tell you how to
brother about to jab, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you can't jab.
No, for real.
What are you talking about?
It's like a brother that is homeless. He trying to tell you how to become a millionaire.
Stay in school. Nigga.
You ain't in school.
You wasn't in school.
like that's confusion though.
Confusion. That's what I'm saying. It's like you said, how can you align yourself with something that hates you, that literally tells you that you're less than, that you're inferior to the people of this congregation? So how could you possibly be like, yeah, I'm gonna give my life to this? Maybe if I serve them, maybe if I serve the Mormon church enough, I'll get my own planet too. They don't like you. Just like all other white Christian denominations don't like us. How could you possibly align yourself with something like that? A storybook. You're living a fantasy. You're living in a storybook. That's exactly what you're doing with that Mormon theology, that Mormon dogma. So like,
no, you Tawab, people got to know this stuff, man, because you getting attacked from every single corner in Akim and Akwathium. They're trying to get you to hate yourself in any which way, shape, or form. And if you don't believe me, love yourself. If you don't want to listen to anything we're saying, right, start to really love yourself.
Right.
Like, and I mean like openly, like wear that pride on you, right? You don't lower yourself for other people to feel comfortable. This is actually real. I know we keep talking, but like just real quick, this is a social experiment that I was taught at a young age. So a lot of our brothers, right, subconsciously, and it's the truth, subconsciously lack self-esteem try to make themselves feel small, and predominantly non-black places, of course, to make other people feel comfortable around them, because we already know that black men are viewed as a threat, right? Something so small, and it was actually one of my teachers, he taught me this. He said, when you walk, don't slouch, don't lower your head, because that shows submission, right? And he's like, people, no one's going to tell you that, but it's people read social cues a lot more than you think. Even by walking down the street, they don't say nothing to you, but it's something as simple as they're looking at how you're postured. You could tell a lot about a person by how they're postured. So he said, when you walk upright, chest out, keep your head high, and see how people perceive you. All I'm gonna say is this: I've gotten more microaggressions from other people, non-black people, from walking upright, because you're showing subconsciously, I am not gonna lower myself for you. I'm proud of who I am. That bothers them. But why does a black man loving himself bother you?
Right.
It's because you hate us. You got keep those things in mind. Salakia. That's all I got. So we'll go Book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 10 to 16 in the Hebrew. And I'm gonna actually have one of the brothers in the English. So you just read the Hebrew.
Read verse 10 again.
You can read verse 10 again.
Come. The Book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 10 in the Hebrew. I shall run, lakabash, hakad, ashaba'ith, hakabashayam. Verse 11, sha'ayar, ayayam, akad, kataf, malabad, kataf, hakaparayam, wa'ailath, hatham yar, wamanakaf, wanasa, Wanasakaya verse 12. Wabaka Masha, Ishar, I will yam. It's like I will ma lakadash, Hashabaya, Aya, Makora, Kadash, Yahaya, Lakam call, Malaka, Ibada, La'at, Aisha, it's like Taishwa, Wakaga, it's like Wakag Thumb, Kanag, like Yahweh, Shaba'ith, Yamayam, verse 13. Wa Kwarabathum, Ilaha, Shah, Rayaka, Nayakala, Layahawa, Parayam, Bun, Bakwar, Bakar, Shalasha, Ishar, Ayalam, Shanayam, Kabashyam, Banya, Shana, Arabai, Aya, it's like Arabai, Ishar, Tamayam, Yahaya, it's like Yahayawa, verse 14. Wamanakatham, Salat, Bala Wala'a, it's like Bala Walaha, Bashaman, Shalasha, Aisharanyam, Lapahar, Ha'akad, it's like a Lasha, Aishar, Parayam, it's like a Parayam, Shanayam, Aisharanyam, it's like a La'ayal, Ha'akad, Lashanya, Ha'alayam, verse 15. I shall run. It's like I shall run. It's like what I shall run. I shall run. Lakabash, Hakad, La Ara Ba'ai. It's like La Ara Ba'ai. Ishar, Kabashyam, verse 16. Washa Ayar, Azana, Akad, Katath, Malabat, Ailath, Hama, it's like a Hatham Yad, Manakatha, Wanasaka.
I'm also in Christ. All right, so I'm gonna have you read Numbers chapter 29, verse 10 to 16 in the English.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 10. A several tenth deal for one lamb throughout the 7 lambs. Verse 11. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, besides the sin offering of atonement, and the continual burnt offering and the meat offering of it, and their drink offerings. Verse 12. And on the 15th day, And on the 15th day of the 7th month, ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work, and ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. And ye shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet Savior unto the Lord, 13 young bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year. They shall be without blemish. Verse 14. And the meat offering shall be of flour, and the meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3 tenth deals, unto every bullock of 13 bullocks, 2 tenth deals, each ram of 2 rams, each ram of the 2 rams. Verse 15. And a several tenth deal to each lamb of 14 lambs. Verse 16. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, besides the continuing burnt offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering.
All right, most high in Christ. So you got anything out before we continue?
Lots.
All right, so we'll continue. Numbers chapter. Salakia. Book of Numbers chapter 29, verse 17. Okay, 17 to 23 in the Hebrew.
Come on. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 17 in the Hebrew. Wabaya Wama Hashanya Paraham Bana Sagabanya Bakwa Sagabakar Shanayam Ishar Ayalam Shanayam Kabashyam Banya Shana Arabaiha Ishar Tamayam. Verse 18. Wamanakatha Wana Aika. It's like it. Wanasa Kayam Laparayam Laayalam Walakabashyam Bamashapar Kamashapat. Verse 19. Washa Ayar Izawam Akkad Katath Malabat Ailath Hatam Yad Hamanakath Wanasaka Yaham. Verse 20. Waba Wayam Hashala Yashaya Paraham Aishata Aishar Ayalam Shanayam Kabashyam Banya Shana Araba'ai Aishar Tamayam. Verse 21. Wamanakath Wanasaka Ya'ath Wanasaka Ya'am Laparayam La'ayalam Lakabashyam Bamashapar Kamashapat. Verse 22. Waya Washa Ayar Katath Akkad Malabat Ailath Anakath Anasaka. Verse 23, last verse. Waba Yawam Yaba Yawam Harabaya Aya Parayam Aishara Ayalam Shanayam Kabashyam Banya Shana Arabai Aishar Tamayam.
All right. So, book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 17 in the English, Bakusha.
The book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 17. And on the 2nd day, ye shall offer 12 young bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without spot. Verse 18. And their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs shall be according to the number, after the manner, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, besides the continuing burnt offering, and the meat offering thereof, and the drink offering. Verse 20. And on the 3rd day, 11 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year, without blemish, and their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs, and for the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner, and 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continuing burnt offering, and his meat offering and his drink offering. Verse 23. And on the 4th day, 10 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish.
Is that verse 23? Okay, so real quick before we continue, there's a phrase that keeps popping up. It says without blemish. That's how you should act.
Right.
All right, you should act as if you have no blemish. What does that mean? That means, which we went over a few times in the past. You should always try your best. You should always uphold yourself to your best, all right, at all given times, right? Because as I stated before, the way, I'm not even going to say this nation, I'm going to just say in general, the world, right? All these heathens, they want you to hate yourself. They want you to be lower. They want you, matter of fact, they hate you so much, they want you to get rid of yourself. That's what they want. That's why they have to continuously push out these agendas, right? Do not fall to these things, man. The Most High loves you, and He created you a certain way for a certain reason, because you are God's chosen people. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, because the world is going to tell you, it will call you anything underneath the sun other than a child of God.
Right.
That's just how it is, right? You got to ask yourself, why is that? Again, we have to ask ourselves real questions here. Why?
Right.
Why does the white man hate us so much? We can go all the way back to Genesis. That's in his blood. He hated us from the get-go. Mind you, Esau was technically our brother, which is crazy to think about.
Right.
But he sold his birthright, because that's who you got. Again, you got to get into the nature of things. Before Esau was even blessed with the sword, he gave up his birthright. We talked about this about 2 weeks ago. It kind of goes back to Ephraim and Manasseh, right? Now, it was prophesied. These are both brothers, right? Slightly different, but they're both brothers. Jacob and Esau. Esau is traditionally, he's the older brother, right? Usually you would give your inheritance to your eldest, right? But he didn't get it. Why? Did it have to do with how he looked? Do you think the Most High cared about, Esau, he kind of red and hairy? He didn't care about how he looked. It had nothing to do with it. It's his character. He gave up. He wasn't tricked. He wasn't swindled. He wasn't beguiled. He gave up his birthright for food. He gave up something that was supposed to be promised to him for food. And all Jacob had to do was ask. If I have $1 million, somebody walks by with a burrito, and I'm hungry, and they say, hey, man, I will give you this burrito if you give me those $1 million. Salakia.
I ain't never been that hungry.
Ain't no burrito that damn good. But let's just say I was just a dumb dude, and I gave this person $1 million for that burrito, and I ate that burrito. But then that person took that $1 million that I gave them. They didn't steal it. I gave them that money, and let's say, I don't know, they invest in, I'm making up something, I don't know, they invested in Bitcoin or something like that, right? Now they're a multi-millionaire, and I'm sitting here like, hey, that was my $1 million. Now he richer than me. I have nobody to be. Yeah, I got my burrito. I have nobody to be mad at other than myself, because I spent my money poorly. That ain't his fault. He came up. And that's what Jacob did. He came up. But Esau hated him. He put the blame on him. And again, that is the nature of the so-called white man, because when you think about it, these are the only nation of people on the entire planet who will literally go into another nation, enslave the people, rape the women, kill off the children, kill off the men, take you of all your resources, reshape your culture, strip your culture. Matter of fact, they'll take your culture, repackage it, and then call it their own, right? That's what they'll do. They'll take something from you and they're like, hey guys, look, we got this, and not give any credit to the people that they took it from, right? And then when you get upset about it and you call them out and try to hold them accountable for what they did, they're looking at you like, but that was such a long time ago. Why are you upset about that? That's what they do. They cannot grasp the concept of holding themselves accountable and looking inwards on themselves and saying, hey, you know what? What me and my people did was wrong. This is why these people are so mad. They don't care. That's why, like, I don't know if y'all remember this, but Donald Trump straight up said that MAGA supporters are not intelligent. He said that. He said they're not the smartest people ever. Why? Because they believe in all the lies. Even if you show them all the facts about the president that they support. You show them all the facts that America was never great unless you were a so-called white man here in America. If you show them all the facts that they try to say, oh, black people make up 13% of the population, but commit 50% of the crime, which is actually not true. First of all, I don't even think we make up 13% of the population, but I'm not going to give my opinion. I'm going to give you the facts. When it says that black people commit 50% of the crimes, no, we're convicted of crimes more. We don't commit the crimes, we're convicted of the crimes more. But then why is that? Black men alone, we are 7 to 7.5 times more likely to be convicted of crime that we did not commit. Right. So you could be a law-abiding citizen. Got your master's degree in engineering or something, like you a upstanding American citizen. You looking the way that you do, you are already more likely to be targeted and suffer from police brutality, getting lost in the system, and suffer racial discrimination simply because of the way you look. But you didn't do nothing though. Why? Because this is the system. Who created the system? They created the system. Right. But they have to hang on to white supremacy. So they're gonna be like, nah, that ain't true. That's what Donald Trump do. He fake news. I'm not worried about that. Oh, you're a horrible person. You're trying to call me a rapist. Like, that's what he does.
The Street Department.
That's what he does. I seen the interview where like the lady, who was a white woman, she was talking about like how like all these allegations. Mind you, she didn't even bring up him. And he's like, oh, you're a horrible person. I'm not a rapist. I never raped anybody. And she was like, oh, did you think this was about you? And he was just kind of like, again, you guilty. She probably wasn't even talking about you. She's talking about the people that you might have been affiliated with.
She definitely was talking about him.
She was. But it was really a trick. But like, it's like, but it worked though. Like, she didn't have to say the name. The fact that you got so offended, why are you getting offended? Because you did it. And you know, but that's the nature of Esau. So you have to understand, this isn't about a battle of the flesh. This isn't about, oh, you shouldn't like white people because they're pale. Oh, they burn in the sun, which they do, but they ain't about that. It's who they are in here. Mind you, this was his nature before he was blessed with the sword. Once he got the sword, that only amplified it. Now he has the art of, because mind you, Esau was already a hunter. He was already cunning. I don't know if y'all know what the term cunning means. Cunning is not necessarily, that's not necessarily a good thing. Cunning is not the same as strategic.
Manipulative.
Yeah, like you can be a strategic brother, right? Cunning is somebody who uses underhanded tactics. They try to swindle you. They try to cheat. They don't fight fair. That's what they do. They make sure that the odds are in their favor. It's not an honorable way of doing things. Right. But he was described as a cunning hunter, not a strategic. The reason why he was described like that, because that's who he is. He is cunning. He is underhanded. He will cheat. He will lie. All the treaties that he made with the so-called Native Americans when he got over here, what did he do? He broke all of them. I use another one. Donald Trump. Y'all love Donald Trump so much, right? Okay, Donald Trump, when he was first in office, y'all remember one of the main things that he promised to white people? Y'all remember? It was like the main thing that he always talked about when he was first in office, not now. Anybody remember? What was the main thing he always boasted about? I'll give you a hint. It had to go ahead.
Was it the wall about Mexico?
Damn right. It was the wall. He kept saying, hey, we're gonna build a wall to keep the dirty Mexicans out. That's what he said, right? And then this, to add a little cherry on top, he said he was gonna get Mexicans to do it.
Wow.
Did that happen? No. There's no wall. But he kept telling them, yeah, we're going to build the wall. We're going to make sure everything's here. You can't say anything about fake news. He did all that, right? And then guess what? The wall was never built. The wall was never built. Now, it's even worse now because let's talk about some of the things that Donald Trump has promised. He said that when he came into office, he would make sure that this would not be a time of war. What are we doing right now? We're at war with who? Iran. All right? We're in a time of war. He also promised that he would give a lot of Americans a stimulus check. Did he do it? Nope, he didn't do that either. Okay. What else? What else has he done?
I'll never touch benefits, like SNAP benefits and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. DEI, SNAP benefits, EBT.
Yeah.
What'd he do?
Some of the first things he did too.
Go ahead. Huh?
He cut them off.
He cut them off, right? Oh, here's another one. He said that he was going to make housing more affordable for the average American citizen. Anybody remember what he did? I give it to you. He jacked up the prices.
I just got a notification from Zillow, by the way.
Go ahead.
1.9K for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath.
That's almost no. Actually, no. That is 2 G's because you got taking utilities, trash, water.
This is more
gas.
than $2,000. A 2-bed, 2-bath, but that still don't make it no better. $2,000.
$2,000.
Ridiculous.
$2,000. Affordable housing, right? But he jacked up the prices. So my point being is, everything he said he was gonna do, he didn't do it. He actually did the opposite. That's a liar. He's lying to you, but yet you still want to believe in him. Why? I'm not surprised. Donald Trump is able to get away with this. You want to know why? Because he's cunning. Anybody who has critical thinking skills, we understand like, oh, yeah, this dude's a liar and a manipulator, but like to these idiots out here, his followers, guess what? Yeah. Like, let's get rid of him. Matter of fact, one of the biggest lies that they continue to push is that Black people and Hispanics are the problem with this country. We are the problem. Oh, you commit 50% of the crimes. Oh, actually, no, we don't. Actually, if you actually go, it's the FBI. I forgot the name of the site, but they give you all the statistics of like the crime rates here in America. The number one leading ethnicity when it comes to crime in America is white people. Somebody tried to lie and say that, oh yeah, Black people commit more essay crimes than white people. Actually, 92% of sexual assault crimes in America are committed by white men. And we're talking about poor white men to rich white men. But yet Black people, Black men specifically, are more likely to go to prison. That's odd. That doesn't make any sense, right? I don't think that makes any sense. It's a lie. That's what they keep trying to push. Oh, the Mexicans are coming over here and taking our jobs. No, your government is taking your jobs. AI is taking your jobs. These machines are taking your jobs. That's what's happening. Mexicans ain't got nothing to do with that. They ain't got nothing to do with that. Mexicans going to work. Black people going to work. We still trying to make sure that we get these jobs. But yet, you still believe in the lie. That's Esau. This isn't about the flesh. It's about who these people are internally, their spirit, and why you shouldn't align yourself with them. You should have nothing in common with a white person. You shouldn't. And if you can find anything in common with each other, that means that your spirit messed up.
Right.
Something wrong with you. Because why would you want to align yourself with the people who have consistently oppressed your people? People who are known across the entire planet to sit here and decimate entire civilizations.
Right.
Matter of fact, didn't Donald Trump make that threat? He said
He's gonna wipe them out.
Yeah, you're gonna wipe them out. Like, what are you talking about? That's a man baby. That's a man child. He didn't get his way, so now he's gonna sit here and threaten everybody else. That's who we're dealing with. Esau is impulsive. That's why he sold his birthright for food, because he's worried about the now. I'm hungry now. You're not worried about what you were promised, a land of milk and honey, a land of abundance, your own nation, to be better than everybody else. That was supposed to be yours, but guess what? It wasn't really supposed to be his, but at the time he thought it was going to be his, but you gave it up.
You just showed why it shouldn't have been his in the first place.
Yep. And just like today, real quick, Salaki, I know I'm kind of long-winded, but just like today, Esau is showing why he shouldn't be in charge. Because look what's going on. Gas prices are up. You're getting taxed like hell. Grocery prices are up. You can barely afford modern living. Like they said, millennials and Gen Z now are, I guess, generation-wise, have the highest amount of people who are still living with their parents. Why? Because we can't afford to move. We can't get out. We got to live with our parents. Because now minimum wage, the average minimum wage median in America, you want to know how low it is? It's $7. $7. But then you got a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for 2 G's plus. You can't make You can't live off of minimum wage.
I mean, work 100 hours a week, still be short.
And then you don't even get to the benefit of even really staying there. That's just a place for you to rest your head at that point.
You might as well sleep in your car.
Yeah, it's cheaper to live there.
Or sleep at that restaurant you work at, wherever you work at. You're there. Majority of the time.
Mm-hmm. So like, that's all I got. You got anything up?
No, sir.
What you got?
You were speaking about within the heart of a person. It's going all the way from Genesis 3.
Go ahead.
It's talking about the most subtle beast of the field. Then even in Genesis 27 to where it says, "And by thy sword shalt thou live." This is showing exactly who the person is.
Exactly. No, Most High in Christ, the water for grabbing that precept, because this is who we're dealing with. And it's not, I know people are going to still try to find a way to justify what these people have done. You hate yourself. I'm going to say that real quick. But also, don't even look at what they just do to black people and Hispanics. Look what he's done to the world.
Right.
Look at what he's done to, look, y'all love other nations so much. Okay, let's go over some of the things he's done to other nations. Some of y'all still think that black people and Africans are the same people. We're not. We just live in the same occupancy and we hid over there. Because I mean, obviously, I think you brought this up. I'm not about to run to Poland to hide. I'm gonna stick out. I want to go somewhere where there's people who have like similar features as me. But since you love them so much, okay, let's talk about what the white man is doing over there. You know that he got the Congolese people in hard chattel slavery. You know that them jewels that you get, they're all from Africa. The gold that you get, the silver, it's all from Africa. You want to know how they get it? They just straight up enslave them people and beat the hell out of them and make them kill each other.
Oh, they must have thought slavery was over.
Yeah, no, you're right. They thought slavery was over. So that's what's going over there. That's why you might not see it as much, but when there was free Palestine, there was free the Congo. And since we're talking about Palestine, well, we all know what's going on. Palestine, they bombing them kids. They like, what's that?
Just
Oh, it's water. But they like, y'all seen the videos. I don't know if y'all have, but like, and mind you, they were showing this on TikTok. It's not even Reddit. They're showing it on TikTok. Kids are like bombed. Like they having dinner, and it's just like, oh, what's that? Boom, dead. Like straight up, just like, but it's crazy though. But that's what they're doing, right? Because they siding with what you know is today as a nation of Israel. That's what they're doing, right? I think in Israel they just passed a law where they can like kill all their servants or something like that, and they were like pouring wine. They're so happy because they can legally murder people now. We can talk about the bomb that went off for Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I don't think people actually know how detrimental that actually was. Here's the thing about an atomic bomb. It's not just a bomb like that hurts you. It's the radiation. A lot of those Japanese people were exposed to the radiation. And just a little fun fact. There's an anime where they have it's called Naruto for anybody who doesn't know, but there's a certain clan of people in there. They have like these white irises, and at first I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, you know, it's just a cartoon. Like that's just what they did. I didn't know that they were actually paying homage to something that happened in Japan at that time. The radiation and the light actually blinded the Japanese people, and they didn't have like pupils anymore. It's like white. They were talking about that. I said, oh, matter of fact, here's another one. Y'all ever heard of Godzilla? The big lizard that, you know, the atomic breathing big alligator thing. You know, that's actually a reference to the atomic bomb. The original Godzilla came out in 1954, and he's actually supposed to personificate a catastrophe. That's why he feeds off of nuclear radiation. He's a walking atomic bomb.
He can't leave Japan alone. God,
yeah,
leave them people alone.
He can't do it. They got like 100 movies. He just keep blowing it up. But that's what he's modeled after. They had to turn their tragedy into like something that they could use to fund off of.
Right.
They turned it into a cartoon. But that's actually the real personification of what Godzilla is. He's not just some random giant monster. No, he represents the atomic bomb that killed off the Japanese people. And it's all, and they said they made him as a reminder to never forget what happened to them. This is the so-called white man we talking about. They made a movie about Oppenheimer. All the weapons of mass destruction that you know of today, all the guns, all the bombs, all the tanks, everything. It's all made by white people.
Right.
That's why he's blessed with the sword. This is who we're dealing with. And y'all got to stop thinking that y'all not being attacked, man. This is who we're dealing with. And you need to separate yourself from him. So that's all I got.
If I could,
Go ahead.
everything that you just mentioned right now, the atomic bombs, all the weapons, all the advancements in technology, the Lord is allowing it to happen. The Lord allowed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Lord allowed Oppenheimer to discover how to split an atom to turn it into a weapon. The Lord allowed all that to happen. Why? To fulfill his prophecy. Because it says in the New Testament that it says that their eyes will melt out of their sockets. Your tongue is going to melt out of your mouth.
Yep.
You're going to be standing there, and in a blink of an eye, you're going to be nothing but bone.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that happens? The same thing that happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe me? Watch that Wolverine movie. You ever seen Wolverine?
Which one?
Which I forgot which one it is, but it's one that portrays the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Japanese officers, they were seeing the bombs drop, and they like, oh my god! So they couldn't do nothing but take their lives because they didn't want to suffer defeat at the hand of the white man.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that movie portrayed it, that and Terminator Judgment Day, I ain't that young. The Terminator, where Sarah Connor's on that fence, she's trying to warn the kids, tell them to run. That bomb go.
Mm-hmm.
She hugging the gate. The little wave passer, flesh gone. She just a skeleton. Keep playing. Keep playing if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Keep playing if you want to. That's gonna be you. You're gonna be Sarah Connors hanging onto a fence of a playground, and your flesh is gonna melt off your body. Your eyes are gonna melt out of your sockets. Your tongue is gonna melt out of your mouth. The Lord is going to allow it to happen because you don't take what we say. You don't take heed to the word of the men of God. Didn't Commander General tell you how many years ago? 8 years ago, that Donald Trump was that America was going to go to war in the Middle East. They're going to close the Straits of Hormuz. He said it 8 years ago, and it's happening now.
Yep.
Guess what? He's also telling you that if you don't follow these laws, statutes, commandments, you don't do what the Bible is telling you. You don't follow the true words of God. That you don't put off being an American and become who you is really supposed to be. That your tongue's going to melt out of your mouth. Mm-hmm. Your flesh is going to melt off your bones. You're going to disintegrate within 0.05 seconds because you don't listen. Yep. Now, we're not telling you this to scare you. We're telling you this to warn you because it's going to happen. Everything that the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge has prophesied has came to fruition. And guess what? And everything that we continue to say is going to come to fruition. Just like we say World War III is going to bring back Christ. It's going to happen. So take heed to what we say.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that we're not telling you this for our own glory. We're trying to tell you this to save your life.
Right.
We're telling this so that you don't have to burn up with America. Because America must burn. America must fall.
Absolutely.
Babylon must fall.
Absolutely.
You want to stop being 13% of the population for 50% of the crime? Guess what? Babylon has to fall. You want to get off the reservations, the barrios, and out of the ghettos? Babylon has to fall. Two kingdoms can't exist. You can't serve two masters. You can't be an American and be in here. The kingdom of the white man, Esau's kingdom, can't exist with the Lord's kingdom either. They can't coincide. One has to fall. And guess what? Babylon is going to fall. And the Lord's kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, is going to rise. So,
no, you Tawab. I just wanted to read this real quick before we continue. So just kind of, again, like the reason why the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of and why he needs to fall, as you just already brought up. Just to give you like a brief history, I brought up about how, like, Godzilla is supposed to represent, pretty much nuclear warfare. It says, if you look up the history, it says Godzilla primarily represents the fearsome destruction of nuclear weapons, acting as an allegory for the horrors of the 1945 atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Created in 1954, he symbolizes nature's vengeance against human hubris, the dangers of radiation, and later evolving to represent environmental catastrophe, climate change, and unnatural disaster. That's why I was bringing up, like, you got to understand, this is why a lot of countries actually don't want to go to nuclear warfare, because they understand if you start sending off them nuclear missiles, it's just not like a regular bomb. It's not like, boom, okay, you just blew up something. No, it's the radiation. That radiation gets into the atmosphere. Why do you think there was like acid rain at one point? Why do you think that there's, I forgot what country it is, but there's an area where like you can't go over there because the radiation has like changed the environment to where it's straight up inhospitable. Is it Chernobyl?
Chernobyl.
Oh, the water. Yeah, like, but that's a real thing. I know, like, you know, you read some of this stuff, it's kind of like, oh, you know, it sounds like science fiction. Nah, this is facts. This is what happens. It also says right here, the key symbolic meanings, the nuclear trauma, the original 1954 Godzilla was a metaphor for the hydrogen bomb, obviously. It also says, with skin designed to resemble keloid scars from radiation exposure. That like, oh, it also says the shifting themes beyond the nuclear allegory, Godzilla has evolved to represent various anxieties, including political tension, Cold War, environmental pollution, and climate change. Mind you, this is just a big fictional lizard that we're talking about. But tied to that big fictional lizard is actual history of things that have happened and still continues to happen. It really is like their own version, I guess, of saying like this is a warning, because this is real. This is again why a lot of countries don't want to go to war with nuclear weapons, because they know the cost of what's going to happen. I don't care how rich you are, you ain't running away from radiation, because it gets into the atmosphere. You can't get away from that. That's why do you think all these rich people got bunkers? Why do you think they have that? To hide from stuff like this, because they know at any given point, all it takes is one person. All it takes is one country to say, you know what, screw them, send the missiles. Boom. Now an entire civilization or civilizations decimated. And the effects could last for years, decades.
Be inhabitable for another 1,000 years.
That's insane. That's insane.
God,
an entire area you can't go to because you will die. Why? Because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So lock it. We can continue on. 24, yeah. So we're gonna go Numbers chapter 29, verse 24. 24. 2, 6, 7. 24 to 30. Go ahead. Well, okay.
Like look at Numbers chapter 24, so like a 29 verse 24 in the Hebrew. Makat, it's like a makathum, wana sakaya hama, la parayam, la ayalam, wala kabashayam, bamashapar, kamashapat, verse 25, sha'ai, washa'ayar, azayam, makad, katah, malabad, ailath, hatama, it's like hatam yad, manakath, wanasaka, verse 26, waba ya, it's like waba ya wama, hamasha, it's like hama, it's like hakama, yashaya, paraham, tasha'ai, it's like tasha'ai ha, ayalam, shanayam, kabashim, banya, shana'a, araba'ai, aishar, tamayam, verse 27, mana, it's like a wamanaka, wanasakaya, it's like a wanasakaya la parayam, la ayalam, wala kaba shayam, bamashapar, kamashapat, verse 28, waya sha'ayar, katath, akad, malabad, ailath, wamanakath, wanasaka, verse 29, waba ya'awam, hashashya, parayam, shanayam, ayalam, shanayam, bashyam, banya, shana, araba'ai, aishar, tamayam, verse 30, wamanakath, wanasakayaham, la parayam, ayalam, la kabashyam, bamashapar, kamashapat, verse 31, shaya, it's like a washa'ayar, katat, akad, malabad, ailath, hatam yad, sorry, so what verse?
30.
Okay, I was like
12. All right, I'm gonna have you read Numbers chapter 29, verse 24 to 30 in the English bookshop.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 24. The meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs, shall be according to their number, after the manner, and 1 kid of goats for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, his meat offerings and his drink offerings. Verse 26, and on the 5th day, 9 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without spot, and their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continually burnt offering, and his meat offerings and his drink offering. Verse 29. And on the 6th day, 8 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish, and the meat offerings and the drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to the number after the manner.
Verse 30.
Verse 30.
Okay, no sign Christ. You got anything before we continue?
Lost.
All right, so we're gonna go 31 to 37 in the Hebrew.
Come. The book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 31 in the Hebrew. Washayar, Katath, Akkad, Malabad, Ailath, Hatamyad, Manakath, Wanasakya, Wabayawam, Hashabaya Aya, Parayam, Shaba'ai, Sakashaba'ai, Ayalam, Sanayam, Kabashyam, Banya, Sana, Araba'ai, Aishar, Tamayam, verse 33. Omanakath, Hanasakama, La Parayam, La Ayalam, La Walakabashyam, Bamashapar, Kamashapat, 34. Washa Ayar, Katath, Akkad, Malabat, Ailath, Hatamyad, Manakath, Wanasakaya, it's like a Wanasak, verse 35, by Yawam, Hashanaya, Izara'ath, Bahaya, Makam Ka, Malakath, Ibadah, La'ah, Da'ishwa, it's like Da'ishawa, verse 36, Wahakwa Batham, Ailah, Asha, Rayaka, Nayaka, Layahawa, second. Nayaka, Layahawa, Pahar, Akkad, Ayah, Akkad, Kabashayam, Banya, Shana, Shaba'ai, Tamayam, verse 37. Manakath, Wanasakayam, Lapar, Lapara, La'ayala, or Walabak, what's like Walakabashayam, Bamashapar, Kamashapat, Wayasha, it's like Washayar, Washayar, Katal, Akkad, Malabat, Ailah, Hatamyad, Yamanakath, Wanasaka, that's like what verse?
Verse 37. No, it's what? You already got there?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll have you read Book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 31 to 37 in the English.
Book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 30. And their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner. Verse 31. And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. And on the 7th day, 7 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish, and their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner. Verse 34, 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continually burnt offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. On the 8th day, he shall have a solemn assembly. He shall do no Sabbath work therein, but he shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. 1 bullock, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. Verse 37, the meat offering, their meat offering, and their drink offering for the bullock, for the ram, and for the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner.
All right, that's it for that. We'll continue. This is just pretty much going over, all the offerings that we gave, sadly, when we sinned, right? But we already went over that, so we'll continue. So I'm going to have you go to Numbers chapter 29, verse 38 to 34.
The book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 38 in Hebrew. Washa Ayar, Katsath, Akkad, Malabat, Ailah, Yad, Wamanakath, Wanasaka, verse 39, Alaha, Ta'ishawa, Ayahawa, Bama Wa'ai, Ayakam, Bama Wa'ai, Ayakam, Labad, Labada, Mada, it's like a Mana Dara Yakam, Wana Dabath Yakam, Laila Yakam, Wamanakath Yum, it's like a Wala Manakath Yakam, Wala Nasak Yakam, Wala Shah, Lama Yakam, it's like verse 40, Waya Amar, Masha Albanya, Yasha'ala Ka'ar, Ashar Tazawa, Yahawah Af, Masha. That's like he said 34.
30 and 4.
Come on. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 1. Waya Dabar, Masha, All Rasha'ai, Amawatath, Labanya, Yasha'ala La Amar, Zaha, it's like Hadabar, Ashar Tazawath, Yahawah, verse 2. It's like verse 2, verse 30, so like verse 2. Ayasha, Kaya, Yadara, Nadar, Hawa, Awa, Hasha Ba'ai, Shaba'al, Ashar, Sagala Asar, Isle, Napasha, La'a, Yakal, the Barwak, Kakal, Hayataza'a, Mapa Yawa, Mapa Yawa was Yaisha, verse 3. Shakayath, Adar, Nadar, La Yahweh, Wasara, Asar, Baba Yath, Abba Yaha, Bana Ira, Bana Ira Yaha, verse 4, last verse.
All right.
Washama'ai, Abba Yaha, Ath, Nada Ra'ah, it's like another Raha, Asaraha, Ashar, Asara, Isle, Hanapash, Wana, it's like Waka Rayash, La'a, Abba Yaha, Wakwa Mawa, Ka, Nada Raya'a, Waka, Ashar, Asara, Isle, Napash, Yakwa Wama, Yakwa Wam.
All right, most high in Christ. All right, we're gonna go book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 38 to Numbers chapter 30, verse 4 in the English.
The book of Numbers, chapter 29, verse 38.
Mm-hmm.
And one goat for a sin offering, besides the continually burnt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering. Verse 39. These things ye shall do unto the Lord in your set feast, besides your vows and your free will offerings, for your burnt offerings, and for your meat offerings, and for your drink offerings, and for your peace offerings. Verse 40. And Moses told the children of Israel according to all that the Lord commanded Moses.
All right.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 1. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord had commanded.
Okay.
If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth.
So let's stop right there real quick. What verse 2? What does that sound like to you? Go ahead.
What said is stand by your word.
Exactly. Stand by your word. So for any brothers, we're talking about any brother, even if you've been in school for 5, 10 years, right? You might be a young man, one day you might become a trooper, or you're a trooper and one day you might become an officer, or you're already an officer. You might get a rank raise. Maybe one day you might be a captain. I don't know. That's up for the Lord to decide.
Right.
What I'm trying to get at is, it says right here, if a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. This is why we tell brothers straight up, you come into this school, I'll be real with you. You don't have to be an officer. Like, straight up. It's not I'm trying to play mind games on you. You do not have to be an officer. You don't even got to be a trooper. You could just be a brother that just come to class. You just come to class. But the second you are offered your name, mind you, I'm saying offered. You're offered your name, and you get that oil, or Slakia, we're not even at that point yet. You're about to get that oil put on your head. And every brother and sister has gone through this. What is one of the things we ask you before we pour that oil on your head? Anybody know? Go ahead, Ak. Are you sure you want to do this? Reason why we telling you that is because once you make that oath to be a priest, to be a trooper, to be an honorable citizen, Isupk, the Commander General Yohana, for the Lord, for the Lord, for the Lord, right? You make that oath. That's on you, right? You don't have to do it. No one is dragging by your ankles to come in here like, you're going to serve. We're not doing that. No, this is all by your choice. It's not really your choice, but, you know, the Lord wanted you to be here, but that's a whole nother breakdown. Anyway, you have a choice, though. And if you choose to take that oath, you have to abide by that oath. When we come in here, we decided I am going to give my life unto the Most High. Scripture saying, I'm paraphrasing, the whole duty of man is to serve the Lord. That's what you're supposed to do, right? That's what it says. You know how many brothers and sisters, just people in general, they out in the world like, what is my purpose in life? Your purpose in life is to serve God. That's your purpose in life. And so you choose to do that, you got to uphold to that, right? Because if you don't, Ak, you're not a man of your word. Sis, you're not a woman of your word. You lied. And you know deep down whether or not if you really want to do this. Let's be real. Because what we're asking you is it's a lot. This is not easy work. I'm gonna tell you right now. For any brother who's been in the school, who's been here long enough, know that this isn't easy work, right? You are gonna have to sacrifice a lot of your time. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of things that you may want to do. You gotta sacrifice a lot of stuff. You gotta say no to your lust. You gotta say no to those demons that are inside of you. You are gonna have to stop celebrating holidays. You might have been a big pork eater before you came in here. Now all of a sudden you're like, man, I can't eat that no more. I can't eat oysters anymore. I can't eat shrimp and crab no more. I can't get tattoos no more. I can't believe in Buddhism anymore. You can't watch porn anymore. You can't do these things anymore. You got to deny yourself. You got to deny yourself every day, every single day. And if you slip up, look, that's between you and the Most High. Best thing I could tell you is you better get back up. I'll tell you right now, like don't tarnish your resume when the flying saucers come in. We about to get beamed up, and you know, Lord, look, I don't know about him. That's why Scripture say make your election sure. Because look, I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all. What you do is your business. That's between you and the Most High. I don't know what you do behind closed doors. It's not my job to know. Our job as priests is to sit here and tell you what to do and what not to do. Now, what you do with that information is up to you. And not just for you, for us too. Can't be hypocrites. I can't sit here and say, hey, I don't eat pork and I'm over here munching on chorizo. Can't do that. That's crazy, right? But if I do that, that's on me. I already know better. I know I'm not supposed to do that. And guess what? You might be smacking up that chorizo, and then guess what happens? Oh, everybody getting beamed up. You over here with the plate still in your hand. Oh, damn. I ain't make it because you wanted it. You Esau now. You gave up your birthright for food. That's what you just did. That's what you just did. All right. That's why we telling you these things. You gotta uphold to that oath. Akim, Akwafim. You have to uphold to that oath. And if you don't want to do it, I'll be real with you. Don't come in here. Straight up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to give you. Don't come in here. Don't do it. If you know you can't be a priest, don't become a priest. It's okay. You still a brother. We still gonna love you. Like you still a brother. But this work might not be cut out for you. That's fine. That's fine. Try to keep them laws though. But you don't gotta do this. Sis, you know damn well if you want to go shake your ass at the club, that's what you're gonna do. Don't come in here and try to fake it. Oh, don't try to fake it. Don't do it. The Lord knows what you're doing. And guess what? When all them bad stuff start happening, well, that's the Lord. I ain't gonna chastise you. That's the Lord's job.
Right.
So that's all I got. You got anything out before we
If I
continue?
could,
Go ahead.
like brothers that took that oath, you know you belong to Christ, right? Like, and if you leave us, I look at you as a traitor, and I will never look at you the same. I can't look you in the eyes. You a man who abandoned your brothers, literally.
Mhm.
You basically told me, I don't care about you. I don't care if you die, because I'm gonna leave anyway. I can't tell my wife no.
That's great.
I don't give a damn about you. That's how I feel.
Mhm.
So you brothers that take that oath, when a brother giving you your name or raising you, when they ask you, do you want to think about it? Do you want to become a no? Do you want to? Do you want to have everyone in your life that ever loved you hate you because you want to fight for the truth? You know what I'm saying? That's a glorious thing because Christ said it. He said that if the world hates you, know that they hated me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, they always say in the world, if you ain't got no haters, you're not doing something right. You know what I'm saying? I know that this is the truth because no one believes us. You know what I'm saying? Everyone thinks we're crazy. Everyone hates the ISBK.
Mhm.
That's how I know it's the truth. Because Christ said that people were going to hate the people that follow him. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't deal with that, like you said, don't come here. Don't come here. Because if you come in here and you leave, don't I ain't gonna lie, don't expect me to answer a phone call. So call another brother.
Mhm.
To me, what I heard when you said you don't want to be here no more, that you don't give a damn about me, you don't give a damn about the brothers, you don't give a damn about the sisters, and I'm gonna go do what I want to do. That's what I heard. I don't
Mhm.
can't deal with people like that. So
No, that's real though. That's why we're telling you this. This is important, man. Like you don't gotta be in here. This is not a trick. Like you really you don't have to be in here. You can go do what you want to do. You can go leave and smoke cigarettes and buy prostitutes and sleep with white women and you can do all that stuff. If that's what you want to do, you just ain't doing it in here.
right.
That's all. And if you know that's where your heart really lies, I will tell you personally, do not come in here. Because in here, we have this, y'all all heard this term before. Is it like blissfully ignorant? Is that what it is? I think it's like you're like, or ignorance is bliss. So ignorance is bliss. You know why ignorance is bliss? Somebody said dumb people are happy, and I kind of get it because you're not worried about nothing. Scriptures say Ecclesiastes 7:7 that oppression maketh the wise man mad. Why are you mad though? Because you are conscious of what is going on around you. You know that this world is evil. You're aware of the atrocities that have been committed against your people.
Right.
You know the system is messed up, so you're upset. That's why some people, they run away from knowledge. You want to know why? Because now they have to look inward and now they have to hold themselves accountable. That's why a lot of people, they run away from us. They don't want to be told. Scriptures say that thou shalt not be a homosexual. That doesn't exactly say that, but don't be a homosexual. All right. They don't want to hear it. It's like, I don't want to be held accountable for my actions. They don't want that.
Right.
They want to sleep with heathen women. They want to prostitute themselves. Both men and women, they want to prostitute themselves. They want to do drugs. They can't let go of some made-up holiday about a fat man with a beard climbing down your chimney and leaving presents for kids. That don't even sound freaking right. Don't even exactly. You ain't even got a damn chimney. And why are you in my house? Why are you here? But you would rather believe in that because that's where your heart lies. And they don't want to be told otherwise because that would force for them to challenge that demon that's in them. They don't want to do that. They want to be dumb. They're happy. They're content with being dumb. It's not an insult. I'm being real. Don't be content with being dumb. Don't do that because guess what? And I said this last week at camp. Just because you ignore the cancer does not go away. Right. If you have an illness, if you have a sickness, and you go to your doctor, I'm your doctor, right? And I'm lying, don't worry about it. But man, I lost feeling in my left leg, man. I got a tumor or something. Don't worry about it. It'll go away. Now you ain't got no leg. I just told you before
it went away.
Yeah, I guess technically it went away. Yeah, just took your leg with it. That's all. I'd be a horrible doctor. I'm going to tell you, we need to do something about this.
Right.
You need to take this medication. We're going to schedule a surgery. We're going to get you on, I don't know, chemotherapy, whatever it is that you got to do to help that man or sister. You got to do it.
Right.
You can't just say, I know they killing us, but you know what? We're going to smoke this blunt.
Yeah, you're right, brother. Damn, everything you said was every day is killing us.
And then just inhale right there.
Heavy, brother.
Do it right there. They do it like right there. Matter of fact, we had a brother that walked up. It was a few people walked up last week. I didn't even realize it until like halfway when he was talking. He trying to argue with a brother about what the scriptures say. Meanwhile, he got a whole roach right here. Yeah. Right here. And I'm like, teeth black. And we all looking at each other like, yo, this dude's serious. But that's what we're talking about.
Like a train conductor.
Crazy word. There was another. Oh, go ahead.
If I may read this,
Go ahead. Each well.
Leviticus 18:22.
Okay.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
Mm-hmm.
It is abomination.
It is an abomination. It's unnatural, right? But they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They want to be a sexual deviant because that's the end goal of lust, right? I can break it down in science terms if you want to. Look, we all men here. I'll be real with you. When you are sexually aroused, it releases dopamine in your brain, like not the drug, like it's actual a chemical in your brain, right? When you are a sexual deviant and you give into that spirit of lust, there's steps to it. You might not start out as gay, not yet. You're gonna get there though, because first. And I'm being real with you. This is things that you just hear in the world. You down and run a train with your homeboy. It's already gay. First of all, y'all sharing a woman, gay. And you naked in front of each other, gay. Yeah, y'all are naked in front of each other. But you justify it in your brain. That's how it works. You keep justifying it.
Crazy.
I'm paying attention to her. I ain't worried about him. You are in the same room as another man, but naked. Hard. That's wild.
Wow.
That's wild. I gotta say it. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? But in your mind, nah, man, I'm with her. And that's how it starts, right?
He was just with her too.
Mm-hmm.
Now y'all all got something. Now you get
it. Yeah, now you got an STD. That's the other downfall too. STD. But then you keep doing it. First, it's just you and your homeboy. Now it's you and multiple of your homeboys. Now you watching porn. Now you watching another man please a woman. You can sit here and say what you want,
then,
but
so if I could,
go ahead.
Then you're gonna end up in that chair in the corner.
Look, hey, look, there's levels to this.
Right.
It starts to if you don't check that spirit, it starts to build. And like you said, like there's all types of weird, freaked out stuff out there. Versus that, then you doing that. Now you okay with being I don't want to say it.
Cluck.
Yeah. I'm gonna put
Adam 22.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Right. You gonna be an Adam 22, and you'll be content with it. You keep justifying it in your brain, like,
well, yeah, it's for money. That's what
it's for money. It's it's content, man. We're just making money. You are whoring out your wife. That's insanity. And then it just keeps getting worse to the point now you just doing dudes, or you're getting done by a dude. Because why not at this point? You already done did everything else. This brings back to the dopamine that I was talking about. That dopamine, when it's already been shown that when you observe other people doing sexual acts with each other, your dopamine levels are actually a lot higher than what they normally would be if you're just having regular sex, right? It's like a drug. Think about it. You've been smoking this blunt this whole time. One day, somebody give you some new stuff. You're like, ooh, what's this? It's different. You go back to your old stuff. Nah, this don't hit the same. Everybody heard that before. This don't hit the same. I need that other one. And get the other one. That's probably laced with coke for all you freaking know. You smoking it. Now, this person got actual coke. You do it one time. Ooh, it's better than weed. Now you're trying to smoke weed. It don't do it for you no more. Let's get rid of the weed. Let's move on to coke. Now you're doing coke. Now the coke ain't good enough. Now you gotta do heroin. Now you gotta do fentanyl. You see how it just keeps getting worse? Now you just all destroyed if you haven't died already. That's the same thing with that demon of lust. It's never enough. You gotta go to the next extreme,
Right.
because them dopamine levels, you got to keep them up. Because now it's like the regular stuff. It's like, man, I don't do it for me no more. Now you look at you, gay. That's what happens. And I know we're saying it like in a humorous way, but this is like real life though, right? And that's why you got to fight them demons, man. With anything, drugs, women, when it comes to like holidays, people. It's a battle of the spirit. Y'all do understand that, right? Like it's a battle of the spirit. When your family members are like, oh, are you gonna come over for Thanksgiving? That's a spirit check. They're trying to see, is he gonna come over? At that point, don't even look at it like that. Like, don't think of it like, oh, that's my auntie. No, look at that. That is a demon in your auntie trying to use her to get you out of where you're supposed to be. You're not even talking to her. You're talking to the demon at that point. And you gotta say, no, check that demon. Because his job is to destroy you. Once you say no, and then you follow up with a nope, I'm not doing it, demon mad as hell. It ain't your auntie that's mad, it's the demon that's mad. Y'all understand that, right? It's like we can keep going. You can go to verse 3, Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 30 and verse 3. If a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth.
Okay, let's stop right there. So, okay, context, right? It says, if a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth. This is talking about an unmarried woman who still obviously like lives with her parents, because before a woman is married onto a brother, who is her head? Her father, right? This is why fathers are important, correct? This is why, like, for sisters out there should always be a man above you at some point in your life. This is why they try to get brothers up out of the community, because look, a brother who don't have a proper father figure or a male role model in his life is already dangerous. But a sister that doesn't have that male presence, that protective male authority to protect her from all the demons out there, oh, you free picking. That's what they want. They want the man out of the way, because once the man's out of the way, since they got perfect access to you. That's why you see a lot of sisters, they screwed up, man. It's all by design, right? But again, right here, it shows the importance of a father. Real quick, also, again, not saying that, okay, I want to make this very clear. It's not saying that a mother is not important. A mother is extremely important. But I want to harp on the father real quick. In the presence of a father, multiple times throughout the Bible, we have read what? You are an Israelite, or you are anything, really. It's not just Israelites. Your nation is defined by who? Go ahead.
Wow.
Your father. Now, your mother, your father. Mother's still important, but the father. All right. In the world, you know, they tell you Jewish people, you're a Jew on your mom's side. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that. That it doesn't make any sense. We read all this, and you mean to tell me, oh, yeah, no, you're a Jew on your mom's side. Again, confusion. It's confusion. Again, trying to eliminate the presence of a father. You can read the last verse, Baba Kasha, verse 4.
Verse 4. And her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she had bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her. Then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand.
Okay, so what this is talking about right here, and her father hear her vow and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her. Again, this is talking about the dynamic of a father and a daughter, right? You got a daughter, right? Let's say your daughter, I'm trying to think of something like random. Let's say something, okay, like your daughter wants to go over her friend's house for a sleepover or whatever. It's up to the father to approve whether or not if that is okay. So let's say, you know, he doesn't really say anything. So, oh yeah, you're good. It's cool, right? He held his peace. Like, okay, like you're good to go. Again, the authoritative figure, right? We'll get into verse 5 in a second. We'll just finish this up. You already finished verse 4? Okay, so we'll just do 5 to 11. That'll be the last 7 verses in the Hebrew, and we'll wrap it up.
Okay. The book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 5 in the Hebrew. Wa'ama anya abaya atha baya tagabawa by one, Shama I call, Nada Ra'a, Isis, like Wa'asa Raha, Asar, all Napash, like I on Napash Na'a, Yakwa one, Waya Hawa, what's a Lach call, like what's a Lach La'a, Kaya, Ha'an Ya, Abaya A, verse 6, Wa'ama Hayawa, Tahayaha, La'ayasha, Nada Ra'ai, it's like Nada Rayaha, it's like Al Yaha, Awa, Mabata, Shapathya, Asar, Al Napash, verse 7, Shama'ai, Ayash, Ba'ai, it's like a Bayawam, Shama, like a Shama Aiwa, Waka, Wahaka, it's like a Waka Rayasha, Laha, Wakwama, Nada Raya, Wasar, Asar, Al, Napash, Wakwa, it's like a Yakwa Mawa, verse 8, Wa'ama, Bayawam, Shama, Ayash, and it's like a Yana Ya'a, Awatha, Wahapar, Ath, Nada Raha, Ashar, Al Yaha, Wa'ath, Mabata, Shapathya, Ashar, Asara, like Asara, Al Napash, Wayahawa, it's like a Wayahawa, Wana, it's like a Wasa Laha, verse 9, Wana Dar, Alaman, it's like Almanah, it's like Alamana, Waga Rasha Wa, Call Ashar, Asarar, Al Napash, Yakwa Wam, Al Yaha, verse 10, Wa Ama Bayat, Ayasha, Nadara, Awa, Asara, Sar, Al Napash, Basha Ba'ai, verse 11, last verse, Shama'ai, Ayasha, Wakurash, La'a, Al, Hanya, Athaha, it's like Atha, Wakwa Mawa, Ka, Nadaraya, Call, Ashar, it's like Asar, Asara, Al Napash, Yakwa
Most High in Christ. All right, so Numbers chapter 30, verse 5 to 11 in the English Bible.
Book of Numbers, chapter 30 and verse 5. But if her father disallowed her in the day that he heareth not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bond her soul shall stand, and the Lord shall forgive her, because her father disallowed it.
Okay, so what this is saying right here, but if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth not any of her vows or her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. This is a father protecting his daughter. So let's say yo, I don't know, I'm just thinking something random, like your daughter just does some dumb stuff, right? But then you didn't approve it, you chastise her. It's like you're gonna take up those things with the father. If that makes sense. It's kind of similar to, okay, the father is the head, right? When a woman becomes married, who's her head now? Her husband. Now, let's say hypothetically, somebody's rib, for whatever reason, right? Let's say she get out of pocket, something happened, right? Okay, the sister might get chastised, but who do you really want to take business with? Let's say hypothetically, y'all brothers are out, you're hanging out with another brother, his rib offends you. What would be the proper course of action to go about that, right? Go ahead. Go tell their husband. Why? Because he's the head, right? This is a way that we protect our women, but you still have to like take care of business, if that makes sense. Like if the rib does something bad, you want to take it up with the husband, because the husband is the head. Also, it alleviates any tension, because let's say a brother had a rib, she offended you, and let's say you were 100% right, but then you go off on her. What kind of dynamic could that create? What do you think could happen? How would the husband, right? Even though you might be 100% right, she said some wild stuff to you, but you start cussing her out right there, right? Do you think that would escalate the situation or de-escalate the situation?
It would escalate.
It would escalate. Why?
That's the property. And you talking financial property, so you will put them on a defense mode. And we'll be
I'll take it. Most High in Christ. You know, you got it. It will put the brother in a defense mode because let's be real. We don't want our woman getting in any harm's way or whatever. And it's like, even if she's wrong, let's be real. We as men, we have that in us, kind of like, hey, not too much now, right? And that's real. That's just being brotherly. That's real because at the end of the day, you know that's your woman. You know you love her, but then it's like it creates this tension. All right. So what you want to do is you want to go to that brother because you're still addressing what happened, but you're still giving that brother the respect. Like, hey, I'm gonna take a business with you. Okay. Hey, this happened, and then let him handle that, right? You don't want to get into the middle of that because at the end of the day, that is still his rib, and it just creates tension. Also, in hindsight, this should be a reminder for sisters as well. You are a direct representation of your husband, and if you're not married, you are a direct representation of your father. So anything that you do spins back on him.
Right.
Even if your brother, your father might be completely oblivious of what you did. General call him up, hey, your daughter did, and he like, huh? Now he got a bad reputation. He getting chastised for something you did. Don't do that to him. Same thing with a husband. You don't want that. That's why, like, brothers, like, Salakia, like you don't want that. You don't want that rep. So you making him look bad, and now he's gonna take the fall. You still gonna get chastised, and you might. Let me say right now, you might get into a council with General Hyman. He might not say the things that you want to hear. All right. Now you putting your husband in a predicament because now he got to hear it too.
Right.
He over here like, oh my gosh. Why? Right? Just don't do it. Just don't do it. All right. This is why we should conduct ourselves a certain way, right? You don't want to create the atmosphere for both brothers and sisters, right? This is why scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing, if you got a problem with a brother, go to him and him alone. Don't try to get mixed in with other stuff, right? So right here, when it says, but if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth, meaning if he says that this is not okay, she got to honor that. And any consequences, I'm not saying she's not going to suffer any consequences, but it really falls on him because they gonna look at the father like, well, why she do that? Why you let her do that? Why is she walking around with her butt hanging out? Why is she going around getting drunk, cussing out people? Why is she fighting people? That's a direct representation of how you're raising her.
Right.
Say right now, you don't want that call from General Muhammad. That's all I'm saying. Salakia, you got anything else? You can continue up. Verse 6.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 6. And if she had at all a husband when she vowed or uttered out of her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vow shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bond her soul shall stand.
Mm-hmm.
But if her husband disallow her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul of none effect.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord shall forgive her.
Okay, pretty much going over what we just went over. Same rule applies if a sister is unmarried, she's living in her father's house, or if she's married, because now her husband is her head, same thing, right? You can continue.
Verse 9. But at every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her.
Mm.
Verse 10. And if she vow in her husband's house, or bond her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bond her soul shall stand.
Okay, so real quick before actually, no, you already finished up. Going back to verse 9, it says, but every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her, meaning what? We all know divorce is a sin, right? But if you were a sister, right, and you leave your husband, guess what? You no longer have that protection. That's it. So now anything you do falls on, it's 100% you now. You left. You left. You ain't want to be with your husband no more. You already sinned, but this is also a prelude to the role of a husband, because now that you don't have a husband because you divorced him or whatever, or if he divorced you, that's a sin too, right? You didn't commit adultery, but he left you. Still a sin. Now all of that falls on you. You are now responsible for your actions, and everything falls on you. Hindsight, don't do the divorce. All right. And Akim, don't divorce your rib simply because she got on your nerves today. If she committed adultery, then well, that's not your rib no more. But I'm talking about like the basic stuff. Like she just, I don't know, she snapped on you today. Sis, don't snap on her. I get it, you know, we all get upset. But if she's just making you mad today, don't divorce her. Don't do it. Because now you setting her up for failure. And the Lord don't want that. You're supposed to be her head. You're supposed to guide her. I get it. You might be a little irritated. We human. I get it. You stressed out, whatever. Okay, go take a walk. We'll call a brother. Do something. There's other ways to go about it, but don't right. don't commit the sin, because that's also a demon too. That's also, y'all. I hope y'all understand that is also a demon. You leave her, guess what? You are now a whoremonger. Anybody remember what a whoremonger is? Go ahead, Art.
Created something.
Created what?
An adulteress.
And I'll take it. An adulteress. You created an adulteress because you left her. She look. You divorced her. You think she wants to stay single forever? She wants to go find another man, and now guess what? She's technically a whore now.
Right.
All right. Or she might go off the deep end, which sadly you hear about this a lot. She might just say, you know what, I'm mad, and she's gonna sleep with 15 dudes.
Making a stallion cheat day.
Crazy word. Crazy word. But that's the reality that we live in. All right. So just don't do it. You know, that's all. That's all I got. You got anything about it?
Lost.
All right. So with that being said, go ahead.
All this here, about the one about the vows that the man control. I read 1 Corinthians 11:3.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
Mm-hmm.
and the head of the woman is the man,
Right.
and the head of Christ is God.
Right. And we know this is what a chain of command, right? If for anybody out there who, you know, we have our I don't listen to man. Well, God said he has to. All right. Now the Lord didn't say, and this is what people try to do mental gymnastics. The Lord didn't say listen to any man. I ain't say that. You know, there's some really wicked men out there who are gonna steer you the wrong way. I ain't say listen to him. The Lord didn't say listen to him.
Right.
But again, this is why you gotta be careful who you marry. Sis, if you decided to lay down for that man, you chose that man to be your husband. You chose for that man to be your husband. You didn't have to do it, right? You chose him to be your husband. That also means that you chose that man to lead you. All right. And you have to honor that. Too many times out in the world, people just do things for sexual pleasure. Again, lust, right? You thought he looked good. Dude, dumb as rocks, but you thought he looked good. And then you slept with him, and now you were an idiot. Salakia. Like he don't know how to do nothing. And you over here like, I can't believe. Well, I mean, you slept with him. That's what you decided to do. Shouldn't have slept with him. Now you mad because he robbed you. I don't know. Like it's like I know it sounds crazy, but like this is people's reality, right? Just don't do it. Right? It's that simple. Right? The head of every woman is supposed to be her man, if not her husband. If she doesn't have a husband, it's supposed to be her father. And the head of every man is who? Christ. Look, hey, we got somebody we got to answer to too. We ain't the end all be all. Christ got to answer to somebody.
Right.
The perfect man himself still has to answer to somebody. I get it. You don't physically see Christ, so you think, oh, well, it's not the same. No sweat, no sweat. Commander General Yohana still has to answer to somebody.
I don't see him.
You know, I was like we all got somebody to answer to. General Mahaiman still has somebody that he has to answer to. The generals still have people that they got to answer to. Your captains still got to report to the generals. All right, they got to report to other captains. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got a boss. That's what I'm telling you, right? Everybody has a boss. Guess what, sis? You have kids. Guess who they got to listen to? You. They got to listen to you now. So guess what? Everybody got to listen to somebody. So like, don't think that you above everything and you ain't got to listen to nobody. The truth is, if you are one of those people that think, oh, I got to listen to no man, it's because you don't respect men. That's really all it is. And you view men as something pleasurable. That's all it is. And don't you dare have no son and call him a king. You said niggas ain't shit. That little nigga ain't shit too. So don't Salagia. Don't even try to do it. Don't even try to do it. Salagia. That's all I got. You got anything? I lost. Salagia. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. I thought the water for everybody that tuned in real quick. Brother said, if I could, brother said, Shalak. If I could, a brother should never argue with a woman, especially another brother's ribs. Salaki. Yeah, no, you don't even gotta say Salaki. You're 100% correct. To alleviate all that, is brother. That's all it is. And sisters, don't put your man in that predicament. It's a very uncomfortable thing. You don't want to do that, right? You don't want to strife up in here. Salaki. But that's it. With that being said, we're gonna close the class. So Amijim, just me and priest and also Ibad up here. Sorry, it's me. Sorry.
Liars to Allah, which means to Israel.
Sorry, it's me. Sorry. It's me. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Ya Bashem Yahushai Barak Ya. All right, so.
Yahweh Shimei Shabrak, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have your brothers come over here.
Start off.
Take it slow. So, Maju. He's good. Maju Shabbat. Maju. Not yet. Maju. Now Barak. There you go.
Put the feet back together. So look. Mike. Shabbat. Do it. Mike.
Yahweh, Shem Bashem, Yahushua, Rock,
Ya.
Ya.
So, Maju. Shabbat. Maju. Barak.
Yahweh Shimei Shabrak, yeah.
I just take that. Sorry, it's me. Oh, me sorry. Excellent.
All right, my name upon Yahakodam, which means to rise, stand, face the east. We go over the prayers in Hebrew and English, beginning with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa, Shemayim, Badash, Ayah, Isupk, Yahweh, Taba'a, Zaka, Aya, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawa, Aya, Shamayim, Lanawa, Come, Wawam, Wasalaknawa, Wafnawa, Wafnawa, Tabayanawa, Sayawam, Ball, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Ka, Malakwa, Allah, Para,
Amen. Is the Lord's Prayer in English? Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth,
as
it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Amen.
This is the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Hashem Yahushai, Talanawa, Ka, Raba'ah,
Call Manawa, That's a hard, Zariah,
Laquayim, Mafia,
Harakawa,
Tama'ala,
Garshan,
Hashem Yahushai, Tawara, Hakak, which is the power in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Hashem
Yahushai,
Barak Lanawa,
Wahabaya,
Saparium,
Barak,
Hashem,
Yahushai,
Tawada,
Aman. What we just said was Lord.
In
In the name of Yahushai.
Bless
us. And Israel. And the school.
In
the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew,
Asha'ah, Yenya, all, Haryam, Yud, Zoya, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Shah, Shemayim, Wa'aratza, Thun, Wat, Galka, Yanawa, Shamarka, Kana, La'ah, Yanawam, Yeshun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Zalka, Yamimka, Wayamum, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakka, Wayra, Balayla, Yahweh, Shamarka, McCall, Rai, Shamar, Pashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Zafka, Wa'afka, Maida, I will love. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift my eyes to the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim, all the Mialaka,
All the Mialaka,
all Takarash,
all Takarash,
all Tashakwat,
all Tashakwa,
all Kayana, Wibika,
Yebika,
Yama,
Yaman,
Yawan,
Ash,
Imaka,
Yamwa, Sabada, Waita, Yaitaswa, Altasawedika, Marwa, Lakawa, Kakida, Car, Samia Shahala, Abda, Kaya, Abaitaswa, Laba, Kadwa, Aika, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahoya, Anawam, Shamai, Alayam, Ogawa, Bulgarian, Wall, Mawan, Malak, Alashah, Amishabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Alawa, Imam, Ayawa,
Why? Bunya.
Bunya,
Lawat.
Lawat,
Salah.
Salah,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Lahum.
Laham,
Kamadyam.
Kamadyam,
Kasaya.
Kasaya,
Sarah.
Sarah,
Kayabyam.
Kayabyam,
Manakor.
Manakor,
Koyashwan.
Koyashwan,
Samawat.
Shabbat,
Bayan.
Baya,
Dara.
Dara,
Haiwa.
Haiwa,
Daman.
Damad,
Adama.
Ladama,
Shaitamwa.
Shaitamwa,
Da.
Nada,
Yamawa.
Namawa,
Kaira.
Kaira,
Kazaba.
Kazaba,
Kazaba.
Kazabak,
Kazalmanai.
Zalmanai,
Call Nasiakamwa.
Paul Nasiakamwa,
Ashar.
Shar,
Marwa.
Marwa,
Shah.
Yarusha,
Wa.
Anawa,
Ah.
Af,
Nawa.
Nawa,
Alahayam.
Alahayam,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Shaitamwa.
Shaitamwa,
Gogla.
Gogla,
Kwash.
Kwash,
Lapunya.
Lapanya,
Waka'a.
Waka'a,
Ka'ash.
Kaash,
Ira.
Ira,
Ira.
Ira,
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba,
Alahat.
Farahat,
Hariyan.
Pariyam,
Kun.
Kun,
Daradatma.
Daradama,
Las Irika. Wabasa.
Wabasa,
Wapafka.
Wapafka,
Tabahalam.
Tabahalom,
Mala'a.
Mala'a,
Panyahum.
Panyahum,
Kalawan.
Kalawan,
Wabakwaswa.
Wabakwashwa,
Shimka.
Shimka,
Yahawa.
Yahawa,
Yabaswa.
Yabashwa,
Wabahawa.
Wabahoa,
Ayai.
Ayai,
Wakaparwa.
Wabaparwa,
Wabadwa.
Wabadwa,
Wabadaiwa.
Wadawa,
Wabadaiwa.
Kaya,
Shimka.
Shimka,
Yahawa.
Yahawa,
Labaka.
Labaka,
Aliwan.
Aliwan,
Alcohol.
Alcohol,
Ha'arasta.
Ha'aratasa. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo,
For lo.
thine enemies
Thine enemies.
make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
They that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people
against thy people
and consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
let us cut them off,
let's cut them off
being a nation.
from being a nation.
In the name of Israel,
In the name of Israel,
maybe no more
maybe
remembrance.
no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They are confederate against
the
thee.
tabernacles of Edom
Tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal
and Ammon,
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the
the
Philistines,
Philistines
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
So also was joined with them.
So also was joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as to the Midianites,
as to the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Syria,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Saul,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at the door.
They became as dung for the earth.
Became as dung for the earth.
Make their nose like a red,
Make their nose like a red,
and like Zaid.
like Zaid.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all the
as Zabah,
as the Ba,
and as
and
Armuna,
as the moon,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to
let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the houses of
the
God
house of God
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a whip,
make them like a whip,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as the flame set the mountains on
as
fire.
the flames and mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm,
with thy sword.
fill their face with shame,
Fill their face with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
Make thy name,
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be
let
confounded
them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
of all the earth.
of all earth. These are blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Wa Yahushai,
Wamayaka Allah,
Meka Allah,
Alahayim,
Ba'alahayim,
Matzabiah,
Manzabiah,
Alawap Yohana,
Alawap Yahana,
Alawapia,
Ha'alawapia,
Hasaranian,
Hasabani,
Hakwatazayanian,
Hakwatazayanian,
Hakahayoyo,
Hakayayoyo,
Wa'akwafyan,
Wa'akwafyan,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
the water,
the water,
Amen.
Aman, the blessing in English. Bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
and Yahushai,
and Yahushai,
and Michael,
and Mike,
and the angels,
and the angels,
Commander Yahana,
Commander General Yohana,
the generals,
the general,
the captains,
the captain,
the officers,
the officers,
troopers,
the trooper,
and the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushai.
in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Is the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of
in
Yahushai.
the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now,
Listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils
Send evil
and curses
and curse
and punishment
and punish
and destruction
and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against
that
us,
speak against us.
thy prophets,
Thy prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the school.
Send evils
Send evils
and curses
and curse
and punishment
and punish
and destruction
and destruction
to the heathen,
to the heathen.
and shake
And
loose
shake loose
the treasure
the treasure
of the rich
of the rich
of Israel
of Israel
that refuse
that refuse
to give to the
to
school.
give to the school.
Force their riches
Force their riches
to enter into thy
to
sanctuary.
enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils
Send evil
and curses
and curse
and punishment
and punish
and
and
destruction
destruction
to the Edomites
to the Edomites
and the nations
and the nation
and their drug dealers,
and the drug dealers,
the court system,
the court
the
system,
prison
the
system,
prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all It's like all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues, and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Kamikaze, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, always, so be it. Sorry, face me. Before we close the class, does anybody want to be anointed with the anointing prayer? That's Swab. Okay. Sign Christ. With that being said, men of Israel are going to give one courtesy salute to the teachers. Men of Israel, Amijim Shabbat, Amijim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat, Yajmatah. Class dismissed.